Hi, I'm going to talk with you about using the New York Times archive. So we're going to go from the library webpage, we're going to go to the Research Find Information page. If you do not know how to get to the library website, you can find it from your Manage Back on the DP MYP Manager tab. But from the library website, Research Find Information, and that goes to all of our databases. The New York Times is a subscription, so it's all of their own information, one company. And it's the last one down here. And what you should do, it's only available on campus, for one thing. But what you should do is go in via this link and make sure that it says up here Group Pass. And once you do that, you're going to create an account. Create your account with your Amersal email address and your Amersal password, and that will make it the same as everything else. Once you've done that, you'll be able to access from this link, I believe all the time. It should remember on your computer. When you open the New York Times on campus, it will open up like this to the news of the day, but we're going to be going into the archive. The archive, oh, by the way, see here you're looking for your name to make sure you're signed in. The archive is called Times Machine. So you search it like that, and then it will give you access to scanned pages of the newspaper from, I think it's 1851 or something. So it opens up like this, and what you're going to be doing is searching within these scanned pages. So I'm going to go here to the search, and I can work with different dates from here, and I can also search by subject. So right now I'm searching everything that is available. The archive goes from 1851 to 2002. If you want something after 2002, like you have the Obama speech, then you can just search in the regular New York Times. Okay? But this is for things within this time frame. So if I'm doing, for example, the Kennedy inauguration, I'm going to choose something from, I have to put in some kind of a date in the month. It goes month, day, year. I'm going to do 1962, 0101, and then I'm going to do from 1963 is when I think you, whoops, it doesn't like that. 62 to 63. Oops. To 01, 1963. Oops, 63. Okay, so actually I'm going to make it 64. Okay, anyway. So I can play around with my dates. The way that it opens up is like this with different pages. And they will give you, whatever they were able to find. I'm going to change my dates. I'm going to make it 66. I can't remember when he died now. 1966. I'm pretty sure it was. Anyway. Okay, so here we are. It's going to open up like this, and then I want to show you a couple of ways to navigate around the page. So once it opens, you have down here the article that you kind of highlighted in your search, and you can open it up as a PDF and download it. That's good to do, if you're working at school, because it's only accessible in school. You can download the PDF and then read it at home. Okay? But also, let's say that this is close to what you want but not exact. You can search for the next day or the day before. You can also search within the paper, or I should say maybe browse within the paper. So I can scan through the different pages here, and it will just bring me right through. I can also move with my little cursor hand. I'm sure you can see here that you're also able to zoom in. The other thing they offer is the index of this issue. So of this issue of the newspaper, here are some of the key names that were mentioned, key places, and so forth. They don't give you the sections of the paper, so if you're looking for the opinions, it's going to be generally kind of in the middle, like not exactly at the back, but not in the beginning either. I don't know if it's possible to jump to a particular page, but you can just kind of zip through and see maybe like page 30 or so will be there. Just a little bit slow to load. Okay, so anyway, those are some ways to navigate around the Times machine. That's the archive here, searching the archive. If you're not wild about it, you can go back here, search archive, and try again a different way. If you would like to go to the main page of the New York Times, you just click the home. Okay, this is the one for searching after 2002. All right. I want to point out another thing that could be helpful for you, and that is the Google News Archive. This one doesn't have everything scanned, but it does have a lot. So again, you can choose by date, specific date if you want. You can choose by name of a person. And it's going to go in with resources here. Okay, you're looking for Google News. Okay, open it up, and it's going to give you, like the New York Times, a scanned page. It has other newspapers, like you can see this is coming from the Pittsburgh Post, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A little bit slow to load. Scanned things take up more space. While that's working, I'm going to show you also newspaper source. There are two ways to get to newspaper source. One from here in the news section. It's also linked up here as part of EBSCO. So you can get it here in EBSCO. And it's going to be in the research databases. You can choose as many databases as you want. For this, you might try the newspaper and the history ones. That means that the company will search both of those. So up here it shows, okay, I'm searching these two databases. Let's see what's happening with the Pittsburgh Post. Okay, coming along. Let's let it just do its thing for a minute, and we'll continue back here. On EBSCO, I always recommend choosing advanced search, so you have a little bit more power. I always choose full text, and then I can go in and try my search. Kennedy, and I want inaugural, and search it. Now, these don't always go back as far as I might like, but there may be something there for you. Okay. Always when I'm getting results, I look and see what I have. I've got 590. I'm going to look and see if I can narrow down. So here they've given me a slider. I'm going to slide that down a little bit and get more recent, more old stuff. Oh, here's just one from the Saturday Evening Post. Okay. Checking out the abstract. If I like it, I can open up the full text. Okay, now let's go see how the Pittsburgh Post is coming. So here's the scan from the Pittsburgh paper. This is not necessarily an editorial, as you can see, but I just wanted to give you a sense of how it looks. Okay. Again, you can browse through the different pages, but it's tricky finding things this way because these things are just scanned pages. So some actual human being has tried to put in all the different keywords and things, but it's not as organized as a database. Alrighty. Okay. The other one you can try is JSTOR. So JSTOR, back from the library Find Information page, JSTOR works like EBSCO, always choosing the advanced search to give yourself the most options. Read and download is what you want to make sure that you'll be able to access the article. And then you can put in your search requirements. Inaugural. I don't know why I can't spell that word. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my search. One thing I really like about JSTOR is I can modify the search very easily right from here. So I've got 5,000 whatever. I'm going to try to modify it a little bit. And maybe I'll put in here, let's try opinion and see if I get an opinion article. Or I can also do here articles only. Search. Okay, down to 1800. I can choose only journals to make sure I'm getting just journals. If I want to narrow by date, I can do that. Go back to modify search so I don't have to start all over every time. And then I can put in my years. Here it lets me put in full years, not all. Let's see what I get. I'm not great with dates, so you Google your dates that you need and figure that out. Okay, now sometimes you're going to find something here and you may have to dig around a little bit inside, but notice here it says references. And so you might find from the citations at the back another place to look. Not necessarily for this article, but just watch for that. The references can be good. And then of course you can download it and so forth. Alright, so not the easiest assignment in the world for you guys, to be honest, but I think if you try the New York Times, try the newspaper source, the Google News Archive, and JSTOR, and give yourself a chunk of time to poke around in these tools, you should find something. Alrighty, thanks a bunch.